Well, let's start off with your big announcement, which is the Rogue Sport right behind us.
Yes.
A crossover SUV. Why is this car important to you? It's different from the Rogue how?
Yeah, well, first, the Rogue is the most sold car of Nissan in the US. And you know, this is very recent. This is due to the fact that crossovers, and particularly entry-level crossover, are growing in the market. Rogue Sport is an entry level of the Rogue, particularly geared for younger people. So it comes and complements a very strong offer that we have on the market. And it has been the crossover which has grown the most in 2016. So we're just adding to create more momentum around the product.
So how far does this go? Are we going to do it with cars altogether and just have SUVs and trucks?
You know, this year, in 2016, 60% of the cars were trucks and SUVs in the United States, 40% were cars. So I think this was the maximum that we have seen historically. And it may continue as long as there is appetite for trucks and for SUVs. It's going to continue.
Another big development in the auto industry has been autonomous driving.
Yes.
And you have been fairly outspoken about where that is. You have an initiative, ProPilot, you announced last week at CES. At the same time, you have some skepticism about how far and how fast we'll go.
No, we think it's going to come in steps, and particularly autonomous car means that there is a driver in the car and the driver decides if he wants to drive or not. This is coming soon, and it's going to come in waves. Highway first, city driving after. We're talking between 2018 and 2020. Then you have the driverless car, the car without a driver, which may take a little bit more time because it requires a little bit more attention, particularly when it comes to cyber security and other things. Yes, we have been a little bit more moderate, and we made a distinction between autonomous car soon and driverless car take a little bit of time.
You also have been pushing on electric vehicles. You have the Leaf, and you have a new Leaf you've announced is going to be coming out. What do you see the future of electric vehicles? Because in the United States, it's less than 3% of the fleet right now.
Yeah.
And particularly in a Trump administration, if they back off some alternative fuels, does that change that?
Yeah, well, you know, I think this can slow down a little bit the progression of electric car, but it's not going to change the trend of the industry. Why? Because we are facing emission problems all over the planet. I mean, we're facing this in China, we're facing it in Europe, facing it in Japan, in the United States, everywhere. So we need the zero emission technology in order to overcome these challenges. So I think electric cars are here to stay.
So we do have a new administration coming in. And if you were to talk to Mr. Trump today, maybe you have talked to him, and said this is the regulatory changes you would like to see for the auto industry, for the strength of the auto industry, what would they be?
No, frankly, I think everything which is being done in collaboration with the industry is much easier to be done. That means no matter what the administration wants, the industry can do a lot of things, as long as it's collaborative efforts, as long as we have some kind of visibility about what's going to happen. We can do a lot of things. We can do a lot of things. The only thing that we don't like is being caught by surprise all of a sudden, and you need to make a U-turn.
Well, one of the things that have been surprises have been some tweets coming out of the president-elect, and some of your compatriots have woken up in the morning to see tweets about what they should be doing, particularly in Mexico. You have 25%, I think, of your production in Mexico. Do you have a particular vulnerability there?
Look, I think we have adopted a strategy a long time ago to localize production as much as we can. Because there is a big thing that no car maker can today really control is the fluctuation of exchange rates. You know, the dollars go up, the peso go down, the yen goes down, the euro goes up. So we decided a long time ago to localize as much as possible production, in the sense that your costs, if your revenue are in dollars, your costs be in dollars. We're following this strategy. So in a certain way, what's being asked by the administration, which means built car in the United States are being sold in the United States, we're fine with it.